1911 was the end of the age of exploration. You see, explorers had mapped or been to every part of the world except for one, Antarctica. And so in 1911, a race began between Scott and Amundsen of who would be the first to the South Pole. Now, one ended up with incredible success. The other arrived 30 days later, and journey ended in tragedy. So what's the difference? What can we learn from the leadership difference between these two accomplished explorers that we can use today? First, clarity of purpose. See, Amundsen just had one objective. His team knew his objective was to get to the South Pole. Well, Scott allowed himself to be distracted about sampling animals or looking for geological formations. Two, Amundsen had clear, realistic goals. In fact, set famously from great by choice, he had what's called a 20-mile march. And every day he wanted to achieve that 20 miles he knew he could realistically achieve in good weather and a bad. Well, Scott let the weather dictate how far he went that day and ran forward 70 miles some days and stayed in the tents for many days in a row. And finally, he kept his team motivated because he celebrated each of those goals' achievement. Every day at 20 miles, he would celebrate his team, show them where they were, and how close they were to achieving their objective. There's many other lessons to be learned by how Amundsen did, but those three of setting a clear objective, setting goals that are realistic, and staying consistent, and celebrating that with the team, is something we can do every day to make sure we can get to our South Pole. I hope this helps.